Yo, 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 yo. You already know what it is. It's your motherfucking boy Cage in the basement. We live, we lit, and we back. Your Honor versus Bando. What happened? Let's talk about it. Yo, I'm gonna just say this off the rip, man. I am not impressed by both of these young men. Let me just say something. I'm not even gonna say that. Let's just say this was an underwhelming battle. But before I get to that, let's just get into the more positive things. It's funny because this was an underwhelming battle, but I still think if this battle took place in a different space and location, it would have had a totally different effect. But let's get into Your Honor round one. Your Honor round one was fire. I like his style a lot. Like, his style is so original. It's not like nothing else we ever seen before. I really, really, really like it. But he didn't really have a lot of impact. His whole funny thing didn't really hit. What I do like, I like when he was doing that real talk shit. Like, when he was breaking certain shit down, I like that. He sound like a vet when he talking like that. He started off, he looked seasoned. He's looked composed. You know what I mean? He had an even pace in the first round. But I was like, all right, cool. I was just hoping he was going to get better and just turn up a little bit more. But round one from Your Honor, he was clean. He was solid. Then Bando goes. And again, underwhelming battle, but I think if Bando round was just in a different location, even if it was on like a Born Legacy, that round would have shook the building a little bit, in my opinion. His energy alone, and he feeds off the crowd. I even peeped him sucking his teeth, like as if he was mad. People in the room wasn't really reacting to certain shit. But then he snapped out of it like, this is not for the reactions, this for the camera. And then he got into a new zone. I don't know if he was even paying attention to that, but that kind of came across to me in the first round. Like, he was kind of getting mad at the room for not reacting when nobody's really supposed to be reacting in the room anyway. He got to get through shit like that. Then he started turning up and getting into a groove toward the second. I like the way he's extra animated. I really like that. His energy, it was a little bigger, but I actually got Your Honor winning for round one. Round one, to me, I kind of edged Your Honor. Your Honor seemed a little bit more polished. Then we get into the second round. Your Honor kind of was light here in the second round. I'm not going to hold you. Like, I was expecting him to go up a notch. You know what I mean? Like, but again, I like his style. I like what he do. I don't think what happens to the same thing that happened to another nigga, blah, blah, blah. That didn't really hit. His whole slogan, his finishing move didn't really land in the second round. And I was like, he's struggling. So overall, his round two was kind of light for me. It was cool, but it was kind of light. He kind of went down a notch from his first round. He was still polished, a little bit seasoned, but he was a little shaky in round two as far as the bars and material. Then Bando comes out with the energy. And to me, at this point, Bando, by the time he midway through his second, and then even in the beginning of his second, he's cooking, he's warming up. Like, he's actually improving, and it looks like Your Honor's going down. He's not that much better than Your Honor at that point particularly, but he's actually improving. And I'm looking at his growth on camera, like live right before our eyes. I'm looking at the boy growth. You can see that he's not really paying attention to the room. He directing all of his energy straight towards Your Honor. I was feeling that. A couple of more, his bars was landing. His energy was a little more paced. I like that. So to me, he had a better round two than Your Honor. He was a little more clean in that round. I was loving that. Then if you get into round three, here we go. We already know what happened. Your Honor choked. You know what I mean? I respect his sportsmanship for trying to keep it going, trying to be funny. I think he should have just stopped and started cracking jokes. And it didn't have to be rap. It could have been like my shoes better whole skit. He could have just started cutting niggas' ass, cutting people in the fucking room ass, did anything. If he would have came up with 30 to 40 seconds worth of just jokes, not raps, he probably could have pulled it off. But what he was doing, trying to freestyle, didn't work, and he looked bad up there toward the end of it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I liked what he was doing in round one and round two. He kind of took his foot off the pedal when he choked in round three. So that was very bad for Your Honor. But we already know Your Honor is here to stay. He's basically a household name at this point, so he don't got much to worry about. But he got to stop choking. We can't have you choking, Your Honor. You said some shit about choking in a face-off, and then you choke. I don't care how long you need to prepare, my man. You need to do something about that. Stop choking, please. Then comes out. Like, oh shit, he starts smelling blood. You can see it in this little man's eyes. This nigga was like, oh, word? You gonna choke, bro? oh, no, I'm turning up. It's over. Then he starts turning up. And it kind of mirrored his first battle because he turned up in the third. He starts turning up, getting into that pocket. He found that little pocket. A couple of them little patterns was hitting. It wasn't shaking the room or nothing, but I think if that shit was in a little small band legacy or something, I don't know about a main stage big card, but he's definitely gonna shake up some of them little cards and have y'all little niggas like, yo, he wildin'. He remind me of Tay Rock a little bit. Like, he got that little baby rock style, but whatever. Done with the comparison. I'm actually giving this battle straight to Lou Bando, but the funny part about it is, round 1 and 2, I was like, round 1, Your Honor. Round 2, even. Round 3, it's gonna come up to round 3. Then, Your Honor choked, so Lou Bando get this one easy to me. He kind of got it 2-1. I'm not giving him that first round, but I am giving him the second and the third. Easy. And 2-1, Lou Bando. Let's get it.